I think the last time I talked about physical media, I was wearing this exact same shirt, so let's pretend that I'm not. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been picking up some secondhand CDs and vinyls, and I am very excited to show them to you today because I love them. One of them being this Michael Jackson single, Girl You're So Together, and Touch the One You Love. I'm gonna be honest, like, you already know that I am a die-hard Michael Jackson fan, but I only paid the most attention to anything from Off the Wall forward. So when I saw this, I was like, wait, I don't recognize these, but these of course came before he officially started his solo career. Okay, so before you eat my ass about what I just said, I knew that Michael already had a solo career while still being with the Jackson 5. What I really meant and should have said is that these songs were from way before he moved on to Epic Records to do Off the Wall. Also, shout out to MJ's Right Glove for making the best Michael Jackson memes of all time. Please notice me. This would be my first 45 because I always thought that singles were kind of like not really worth collecting, at least as someone who just gets the albums. I saw this, and since I don't have any albums with these songs, I was like, you know what, whatever. It was like $10, so of course I couldn't pass it up. And then my second favorite find is this Stevie Nicks Rocket Little record. I'm gonna be honest with you again, I'm not a huge fan of Fleetwood Mac. I only know The Chain and Rhiannon, but I only like the live version from 1977, I think it is, because they all just sound so fucking cracked out, and I live for it. But in reality, the only member that I am attracted to is Stevie Nicks because of her aesthetic. She's the OG whimsy goth girly, and I love her style. Like, I want to dress like her. She's just so fucking cool, and her sound in the early 80s is just so good. So this was like my first impression ever, because the one thing I like to do is like, okay, if I already like a couple of songs, like popular songs from this artist, but I haven't never dedicated time to sit down and listen to their music, I feel like this is the best way to do it, especially if the record is like $10, because I also got this for $10. So it was definitely worth it, and now it's one of my favorite albums by her so far, because I have not yet listened to her entire discography, so, but it's so worth a try, because look at the back. She looks so pretty. It's just so good. I can't wait. It goes so hard. It's the most 80s song to ever have 80'd. Now, for the CDs, I didn't get much, but I did find Breakup by Miley Cyrus. I already own this in vinyl, but to find it on CD made me very happy. I got this at Goodwill yesterday. And then I found Blood on the Dance Floor by Michael Jackson. I actually got this for my friend because she said that she wanted to start her Michael Jackson CD collection, and of course, I am more than happy to enable her. And then speaking of the devil, I got Fleetwood Mac, The Dance. I know I said I am not a Fleetwood Mac fan. However, anything to do with Silver Springs Live at 1997 is my problem. And I'll make it everybody else's problem. So of course I have it. I can't watch it, but I'll definitely close my eyes and imagine it because I already know it by memory. So good shit right here. And then I found No More Tears by Ozzy. I just realized that this has a poster. Wait, no, it doesn't. Wait. Oh, I have been bamboozled. I thought it was a poster, but it just opens up like that. Whatever. It's cool though. I like this cover better, so I'm gonna just do that. There you go. I think that's better, no? And then I got this one. This is La Quinta Estación, and my mom used to listen to them all the time. And my fucking illiterate ass didn't see that this is like an acoustic session. And I'm like, I like it, but I need the OG rock, you know what I mean? But my mom said, no, but it's so good, trust me. And I'm like, okay. It also includes a DVD, so I think that's pretty cool. We'll check that out later. Guys, I am so sorry for being dramatic. This was actually good. Don't listen to me if I'm crashing out like that, because honestly, I felt like I was in the back of my mom's car again. I felt like I was 10 again. And then as for DVDs, if you are like an OG telenovelas like enjoyer, I hope you're jealous of me, because I would definitely be. I loved Teresa growing up, but I have only seen a few clips of Ruby, and now that it's like its entirety is in my hands, I am so excited to watch this whole thing. Like, I know Teresa is probably nothing compared to this woman right here, so I'm very excited to watch this with my mom. Also, I bet you that this bitch is gonna be the maid, because she's always the maid in all the Mexican soap operas, like, and she was always getting thrown off the stairs and balconies. Like, I wonder how much they paid her to die in those novels. And then I found the 7th season of Friends. I have been buying them individually, but I stopped. And then when I saw this, I was like, this is a sign to keep buying them, because I only had them until season 6. So now I got 7. $2.99. Great deal. And then probably one of the most random purchases, I also have a VHS player. Like, my DVD player is also like a VHS player. So I got this for $1.99 to be exact. And this is an adaptation of Jane Austen's Persuasion. I did have the book at some point, but it got wet and it got ruined, so I never finished reading it. So I'm very curious, as you know, to see. This is from 1996. No, 1995. So I'm very curious, and someone wasn't kind enough to rewind it before donating it, but I am very excited to see how it's gonna look on my TV. So after 10 years of rewinding this, I literally forgot that obviously these VHS tapes do not have subtitles, and these people speaking in a British accent and in lowercase is not helping. So when I actually watch it for real, I wonder how that's gonna go and if I'm gonna like it. So that is all I have for you today. I am so sorry about the AC noise in the background, but summer is coming and it's getting hot as a bitch in here, so I'm sorry about that. But I really hope you enjoyed this mini physical media haul, I guess, whatever. Next up, I wanna do like a vinyl collection video. It's not that impressive either. It's just Michael Jackson and a couple other artists, but I really want to show you that too, so I guess I'll eventually do that, unless I disappear for another 3 months. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Wow, this is the quickest video I've ever done.